wasn't even streaming it. Okay, now I'm streaming it. So some people show up. Start in about 3 minutes. Doesn't look like anyone's here yet. As you're watching a live stream, I'm going to start in about 2 minutes. It's not quite time yet. So just sit tight. I'm going down to the clock on my computer. It's still 5:58, and I'm waiting for people to show up. Doesn't look like anybody has yet. Right. One more minute. Because you guys didn't know, I'm also a mathematician. We have these little models of platonic solids, in case you're interested. I also have a math channel. So I'm wearing my math t-shirt. I'm going to start in a few seconds. Just wait for the clock to reach 6 o'clock, and I'm being more compulsive about this. So let's start on time. Okay, now it's 6 o'clock. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my live stream feature on Dave's Top 3,000 Songs of the Rock Era. I'm your host, David Terr, and every week I feature this. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I was very busy yesterday, so I couldn't prepare it on time, but I'm doing it today, and I'm just waiting for some people to show up. And today I'm going to talk about doo-wop, which was a early form of rock and roll, and I'm going to feature these songs if I have time. Anyway, we'll see what I can do. And I'll start with Paul Anka. He was a very big doo-wop artist in the late 50s. He had some big hits. He was only 16 years old, I think, when he started out, when he had the hit Diana, which is a very famous song because it starts with the line, I'm so young and you're so old. This is my darling, I've been told. And I think he was singing about his babysitter, actually. So anyway, let me just feature this song. Here it goes. To turn up my volume. You're so old, this my darling, I've been told. I don't care just what they say, 'cause forever I will pray. You and I, we will be as free as the birds up in the trees. Always stay by me, Diana.
thrills I get when you hold me close. Oh,
Might as well
my
switch a
darling,
picture.
you're the most. I love you, but do you love me? Oh, Diana, can't you see? I love you with all my heart, and I hope we will never part. Oh, please stay by me, Diana. Oh, my darling, oh, my lover, tell me that there is no other. I love you with my heart. Oh, 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 don't you know I love you so, and only you can take my heart. Only you can tear it apart. When you hold me in your loving arms, I can feel you giving all your charms. Hold me, darling, hold me tight. Squeeze me, baby, with all your might. Oh, please stay by me, Diana. Oh, please, Diana.
Okay, that was Diana. Paul Anka's first big hit went all the way to #1. And Paul Anka was a big teen heartthrob, early rock and roll heartthrob artist. He was from Canada, I believe. That was his first #1. Now I'm going to feature his second. That one was called Lonely Boy. So I'll do that one next. Let's pull it up here. Okay, here we go.
I'm just a lonely boy, lonely and blue. I'm all alone, with nothing to do. I've got everything you could think of, but all I want is someone to love. Someone, yes, someone to love. Someone to kiss. Someone to hold. At a moment like this, I'd like to hear somebody say, I'll give you my love each night and day. I'm just a lonely boy, lonely and blue. I'm all alone, with nothing to do. I've got everything you could think of, but all I want is someone to love. Somebody, 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 please send her to me. I'll make her happy. Just wait and see. I've prayed so hard to the heavens above that I might find someone to love. I'm just a lonely boy, lonely and blue. I'm all alone, with nothing to do. I've got everything.
Okay, that was Lonely Boy by Paul Anka, in which he's lamenting about the fact that he doesn't have a girlfriend. He has everything you can imagine, but no lover in his life. And I know the feeling, and I'm sure a lot of other teenagers were feeling the same thing, which is probably why it became a big hit for him. Anyway, I'm going to feature one more song by Paul Anka, another really well-known song called Put Your Head on My Shoulder. Pull that one up. Okay. Here we go.
Put your head on my shoulder, hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight, show me that you love me too. Put your lips next to mine, dear. Won't you kiss me once, baby? Just a kiss goodnight, maybe. You and I will fall in love. You and I will fall in love. People say that love
Switching pictures.
a game you just can't win. If there's a way, I'll find it someday, and then this moon will rush in. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I want to hear. Tell me that you love me too. Tell me that you love me too. Put your head on my shoulder, whisper in my ear, baby, words I want to hear, baby. Put your head on my shoulder.
Okay, that was Put Your Head on My Shoulder by Paul Anka, and that's gonna complete my feature of Paul Anka for today. Not really one of my favorite doo-wop artists, but he was very popular. Next, I'm gonna feature another very popular kind of teen heartthrob, Franky Avalon. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with him. He did a lot of movies, these beach movies, along with Annette Funicello. That was later. That was in the early to mid '60s. But before that, he had a pretty brilliant solo career. He had several big solo hits, and I think his first big one was called Dee Dee Dinah. I'm going to feature that one. This is a classic doo-wop song. I think you guys will like it. You just put that one up. That's definitely a doo-wop song if there ever was one. One feature of a lot of doo-wop songs that they had a lot of crazy names for girls. Dee Dee Dinah. And he even mentions a few other ones. Boney Maroney, that was another big doo-wop hit. Maybe I should have featured that one. He also mentions Peggy Sue, which I guess is a pretty normal name, but that was a big hit for Buddy Holly. I think I even featured that one a couple weeks ago. But anyway, that was Dee Dee Dinah by Franky Avalon. That came out in 1958. Like I said, it was his first big hit. But it didn't go to number one. But his first number one was a song called Venus. Let me switch to the slide for that one. Yeah, Venus, I think, was number one for a total of 5 weeks. It was one of the biggest songs of the year. And it was more of a ballad. I'm going to play that one next. So here it goes. Here's Venus by Franky Avalon. So,
Venus, if you will, please send a little girl for me to thrill. A girl who wants my kisses and my arms. A girl with all the charms of you. Venus, make her fair. I love the girl with sunlight in her hair. And take the brightest stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. Baby, oh, Venus, make my wish come true.
okay, that was Venus by Franky Avalon. Very well known song of his. And pretty song, and another plea for love and romance. He's praying to the Greek Roman goddess of love, Venus, for a lover. Not a bad idea. Anyway, that was Venus, and he had another number one the same year later. It was called Why, and this was another ballad. Let me just play this one. Get it up here first.
I'll never let you go. Why? Because I love you. I'll always love you so. Why? Because you love me. No broken hearts for us, 'cause we love each other. And with our faith and trust, there could be no other. Why? 'Cause I love you. Why? 'Cause love me, I think you're awfully sweet. Why? Because I love you. You say I'm your special treat. Why? Because you love me. We found the perfect love. Yes, a love that's yours and mine. I love you and you love me all the time.
I'll never let you go. Why? Because I love you.
Yes, I love you.
I'll always love you so. Why? Because you love me.
Yes, you love me. We found the perfect love. Yes, a love that's yours and mine. I love you and you love me. I love you and you love me. We'll love each other, dear, forever.
Okay, that was Why by Franky Avalon. A little bit piece of interesting trivia for you guys. That was the last #1 song on Billboard of the 1950s. So, anyway, we didn't quite get out of the 50s in the early 60s. That would kind of have to wait for the Beatles, but officially this is the last #1 song of the 50s, and it was pretty much the end of Franky Avalon's career, too. He was in the movie Grease. Maybe you remember he was Frenchie's guardian angel who sang Beauty School Dropout. Maybe I should have included that one as well. Great scene in that movie. But anyway, I'm done with Franky Avalon for today. The next artist I want to feature is Neil Sedaka. He's actually one of my favorite of the doo-wop artists. I don't know why I like him so much, but I do. He was an amazing songwriter, for one thing. I learned recently that he wrote about 500 songs altogether, not just for himself, but for a lot of other great artists. I think his best known song is actually Love Will Keep Us Together, which was a #1 single in 1975 for Captain and Tennille, one of my favorite songs of the rock era. But he had some great hits for himself. And he kind of had two phases of his career. I mean, he started out as a doo-wop artist in the late 50s, and, he had a comeback, I guess, in the 70s. He had hits from the 50s till, maybe the mid-60s, and then he kind of fizzled out for a while, and he came back in the mid-70s. But his first big hit was called Oh Carol, and it was actually dedicated to his high school sweetheart, Carole King. Maybe you guys know about Carole King. She was another really great songwriter, but she ended up marrying another guy the following year. She was only 17 when she got married, and I'm sure she broke Neil Sedaka's heart. But anyway, let me just play his love ballad to her called Oh Carol. Let me pull that one up.
Oh, Carol,
but a fool. Darling, I love you, though you treat me cruel. You hurt me, and you make me cry. But if you leave me, I will surely die. Darling, there will never be another, 'cause I love you so. Don't ever leave me, say you'll never go. I will always want you for my sweetheart, no matter what you do. Oh, Carol, I'm so in love with you.
With that little cha-cha-cha rhythm at the end. A lot of songs from the early 60s did. The cha-cha was a very popular dance in the early 60s. So you hear a lot of popular songs end with that cha-cha-cha. Anyway, yeah, that was Sedaka's first big hit. And I couldn't think of Carole King's husband's name. It was Jerry Goffin. He was I guess, a recording artist, and they got married and they formed a partnership, and that must have been very heartbreaking to Neil Sedaka. But at least he didn't surely die the way he said he was going to in the song. I guess that's poetic license. But anyway, the next song I'm going to feature by Neil Sedaka is Calendar Girl. This is one I really like. And it was even featured in a commercial for Purina Cat Chow, I think in 1978. They had a calendar. They were selling a calendar, I guess, along with their cat food, and they did Calendar Cat. But the song is called Calendar Girl. Anyway, let me just play that one. Hold on.
The
Okay, that was Calendar Girl by Neil Sedaka. Pretty great song. I guess he's singing about how he's been in love with his girlfriend in every month of the year, and pretty rare for teenage romances to last a whole year, so she must have been very special, whoever he was singing about. Anyway, the last song I'm going to feature by him is his only, well, it was his first number one, his only number one before his comeback, and that one's called Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, and he even had a mellow version of the same song in the 70s, but I'm not going to play that one today. I prefer his original better. Anyway. So let me just pull it up here. Um, Here we go.
Down, do. Down, doobie doo, down, down. Comma, down, doobie doo, down, down. Comma, down, doobie doo, down, down. Breaking up is hard to do. Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery. If you go, then I'll be blue. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. Remember when you held me tight and you kissed me all through the night. Think of all that we've been through, and breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give our love another try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. They say that breaking up is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't say goodbye. Can't we give our love another try? Come on, baby, let's start anew. 'Cause breaking up is hard to do. Down, down. Comma, down, doobie doo, down, down. Comma, down, doobie doo, down, down. Comma, down, doobie doo, down, down.
Well, that was Breaking Up Is Hard to Do by Neil Sedaka. Definitely got that doo-wop sound to it. Comma, dom, dooby, doo, bam, dom. That was one of the things that characterized doo-wop, was having kind of nonsense, lyrics accompanying the main lyrics, which was very popular in the late 50s and early 60s. Kind of demarcated doo-wop music. And I really like that song, Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. I'd say that's one of my favorite doo-wop songs. Anyway, that completes what I'm doing on Neil Sedaka tonight. Next artist is one I really like. I don't think he was one of the biggest ones, but he had a lot of hits I really like. That's Freddy Cannon. He was sometimes known as Freddy Boom Boom Cannon. I guess I think he had a song called Boom Boom. But one thing about Freddy Cannon, maybe you'll notice this. Every song he ever recorded, I think he did whistle. He always did a whistle in his lyrics. Anyway, you'll have to listen to this one. And Tallahassee Lassie, I think this was his first big hit. And I think it was written by his mother, actually. His mother wrote this song, which is pretty unusual for rock and roll songs. But anyway, let me just pull this one up. Tallahassee Lassie by Freddy Cannon.
Well, she comes from Tallahassee. She got a high-fly chassis. Maybe looks a little sassy, but to me she
Well, that was Tallahassee Lassie by Freddy Boom Boom Cannon. I really like that song. I think one thing you'll notice about that song, besides the woos he did just about every other line, he mentioned several dance crazes of the late 50s and early 60s. There were a lot of big dance crazes in that time. He mentioned the bunny hop and the stroll and the walk, and I don't even know most of them, but he mentioned several. So anyway, that was Tallahassee Lassie. The next one I'm going to feature is Way Down Yonder in New Orleans. Seems he did a lot of songs about the South. I think he was from somewhere in the South. I'm not sure where he was from exactly, but I'll bet he was from the South somewhere. Although his music doesn't sound Southern to me. It sounds more like mainstream rock and roll. There was a crossover, but anyway. So here's Way Down Yonder in New Orleans. The woo. Okay, that was Way Down Yonder in New Orleans by Freddie Cannon. That one has more of kind of a big brass band sound to me. But, he seemed like he was really obsessed with Southern bells. He's singing about all the beautiful queens of New Orleans. And the other song he's singing about is Tallahassee Lassie. Now I'm going to pull up what I think was his biggest hit, Palisades Park. Probably my favorite of his. And by the way, this song was written by Chuck Barris, the guy who emceed the Gong Show. Let me just play this one. It's a fun song. I'll just play it. Well, that was Palisades Park. I think it's a pretty great song about falling in love in an amusement park. And, I like amusement parks. I've never fallen in love on one, but, very cheerful song, a lot of energy. That's how a lot of his songs were. Next, I'm going to feature, what's next? That was Palisades Park. I forgot to put that one up. Abigail Beecher. This is another one I really like. Um, this is about a teacher he had a big crush on. I don't think it's a true story, but you'll have to listen to the song. Um, you know.
Hey, everybody get out of the street now. I hear the roar of an XJ now. Sloppy sweater and ponytail, and a cop on the corner is turning pale. Woo! It's Abigail Beecher, our history teacher. All the kids are just crazy about her. Central High would be dragged without her. She knows the history from A to Z. She digs a monkey and a Y2C. Woo! It's Abigail Beecher, our history teacher. Woo! We're out in the hall and changing classes. Plays guitar and wears blue sunglasses. She's prim and proper and a real swing. She's gonna be a rock and roll singer. Woo! It's Abigail Beecher, our history teacher. Woo! History class is getting bigger and bigger. They come from miles 'cause they really dig her. The PTA was really bored when she walked in with a red surfboard. Woo! It's Abigail Beecher, our history teacher. Woo! Come on, girl. Oh, you're too much. Woo! Come on, girl. Woo!
Well, that was Abigail Beecher by Freddy Cannon. I really liked that one. I never had a teacher like that in high school. I wish I had. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to feature one more song by Freddy Cannon, and that one's called Action. And this was actually used as a theme song of a very popular, I guess it was a dance show called Where the Action Is. Anyway, let me just feature it.
Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet your baby where the action is. In every little town across the USA, there's a spot where the people can go every day. Just leave your problems and a getaway. Come on down and listen to the guitars play. Woo! Dance, dance, dance when you hear that beat. Woo! Dance, 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 get up off of your seat. Woo! Dance, 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 let your backbone slip. Let's go to the place on the Sunset Strip. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet your baby where the action is. If all day long you've been wanting to dance, well, all night long you're gonna have your chance. So don't sit at home just to twiddling your thumb. You can't resist the sound of the driving drums. Woo! Dance, dance, dance when you hear that beat. Woo! Dance, 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 get up off of your seat. Woo! Dance, 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 let your backbone slip. Let's go to the place on the sun.
Sunset Strip. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. Oh, baby, come on. Let me take you where the action is. It's so neat to meet you, baby, where the action is. Oh, baby.
Okay, that was Action by Freddy Kim. And it looks like we have less than 15 minutes left. I probably won't have time to do all the songs I wanted to do by the Four Seasons. They're my last featured artist, my last featured doo-wop artist. They were probably the biggest doo-wop group of all time, also the most well-known. And they had an amazing career. They started out with like they had like 4 consecutive #1 songs in the early 60s. Their first big one was called Sherry. I'm going to play that one first. And they had a very high, they were mainly known for their falsetto voices. They kind of started that as a trend, falsetto group. They were from New Jersey. There was a very popular, let me just play this one. I'll talk about it more later.
Sherry baby, Sherry baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Sherry baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Why don't you come on? Come on. To my twist party. Come on. Where the bright moon shines. Come on. We'll dance the night away. I'm gonna make you mine. Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. You better ask your mama. Sherry baby, tell her everything is alright. Why don't you come on? Put your red dress on. Come on. You look so fine. Come on. Move it nice and easy. Girl, you'll make me lose my mind. Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Sherry, come out tonight. Sherry, come out tonight.
Well, that was the first big hit for the Four Seasons called Sherry. Went to #1. As a matter of fact, it was #1 for 5 weeks in 1962. And the guy who sang the falsetto was the lead singer, Franky Valli. Later, they became known as Franky Valli of the Four Seasons because I guess he was the one that stood out. Later, he had a brilliant solo career. But anyway, let me play their next big hit was called Big Girls Don't Cry. And that one also managed to spend 5 weeks at #1 the same year, which is pretty unusual. But anyway, let me just figure that one. People can get that one up. Okay. Here we go. Here's Big Girls Don't Cry. Well, that was Big Girls Don't Cry. Very catchy doo-wop song, I'd say. Um, and I'm gonna. If that wasn't enough, they had a third number one. They actually had two more. I think I have time to play them both. The next one was called "Walk Like a Man." This one was number one early in 1963. The following year, didn't spend quite as long. It spent 3 weeks at number one. But anyway, I'll play that one next. Okay, here we go.
Oh, how you tried to cut me down to size, telling dirty lies to my friends. My own father said, "Give her up, don't bother. The world isn't coming to an end." He said, "Walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. No woman's world, crawling on the earth, so walk like a man, my son." Fine, baby, I don't mean maybe, gonna get along somehow. Soon you'll be crying on account of all your lying. Oh yeah, just look who's laughing now. I'm gonna walk like a man, fast as I can. Walk like a man for you. I'll tell the world, forget about it, girl, and walk like a man from you.
Okay, that was Walk Like a Man by the Four Seasons. I think that's a really great song. And I wish my dad had given me the same advice when I was young, because, I should have been more of a man with women, I guess, too. Just don't take shit from women. Be a man. But anyway, the next song I'm going to feature is Rag Doll. This was their fourth number one, their last number one of the 60s, I believe. They had the more number one in the 70s, but it didn't really sound like their other one. That was called December 1963. Oh, what a night. But anyway, I'll just do this one. Ragdoll. I think that'll be the last song I'll feature today. Okay, that was Ragdoll. Not one of my favorites of theirs, but kind of a change of pace. A very heartbreaking song, actually. He was in love with someone on the wrong side of the track. She was a ragdoll. He's in love with her, but he can't let anybody else know because, it's socially unacceptable, I guess, for a rich guy to fall in love with a poor girl. It kind of was like that at that time. And it's kind of funny. They had another song called Dawn, which is the other way around. I guess he's saying, Dawn, go away. I'm no good for you because I'm a poor boy and you're a rich girl. And that's kind of like Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. And, I think that's kind of interesting because Billy Joel, he was also from New Jersey, I think, and he really liked the Four Seasons. And he kind of imitated him with that song Uptown Girl, which is kind of about how he's supposed to be a poor guy and he's in love with a rich uptown girl, but I guess he doesn't let it get into his way. Anyway, that completes my feature on doo-wop for today. So thank you guys for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time.